Welcome. I am Stacy Groders, the president-elect of the POD Network, and I am excited to welcome you to POD's 2022 annual conferences. I hope you'll join me in creating a conference that is accessible and inclusive to all our members. The following guidelines are meant as general advice for all presenters, regardless of their session type or whether they are presenting online or in person. To review the guidelines as communicated to presenters, check your email if you're a presenter, or download our show notes documents that have all the links we will mention during this recording for easier access. All presenters will be expected to include the following practices of accessibility and inclusion in their session: a diversity of representation in images, readable and accessible slides, visual and vocal prompts for stimulating discussion and fostering critical engagement of the content, a respectful engagement with each other, and inviting participants to share their pronouns. For each and every session, we have provided a publicly shared Google Doc where participants can post their session notes for all conference goers to reference. We hope this practice adds another layer of access for all conference attendees, including those who need to isolate due to a positive COVID test during the conference. Please encourage all participants to contribute their notes to this shared collection. Use universal design and universal design for learning principles to remove barriers and create access for everyone. For example, you may choose to include various ways for ideas to be represented, provide various ways for participants to engage, and ask participants to express ideas verbally or using drawing. In-person presenters, please familiarize yourself with and abide by the COVID policy for Seattle. Consider the effects of word choice. For example, avoid ableist language like crazy or blind spot, or unnecessarily gendered language like you guys or ladies and gentlemen. Be transparent and provide context when you must use language that would otherwise seem ill-advised. When referring to particular groups, strive to use the term that group prefers. For example, among the disability community, there are some that prefer person-first language and others that prefer identity-first language. In addition, be specific when referencing cultural groups. For example, Dominicans rather than Hispanics, if the information you are discussing is about the people from the Dominican Republic. Please consider making your own land acknowledgement for your session using this guide for Seattle from the Duwamish tribe. Make the effort to inform yourself about preferred terminology and be prepared to respond with openness and curiosity if someone challenges the language you've used. Recognize that language is constantly evolving and context dependent. Accept that you will make mistakes and be open to feedback about more appropriate language choices. Provide a range of examples that reflect diverse backgrounds, cultures, identities, abilities, and perspectives. Be transparent about who is included in data and who isn't. Identify possible implications of those parameters. Include images, graphics, and visual aids that represent a variety of groups, such as people with disabilities. Avoid culturally specific terms, such as quit cold turkey. If the resources highlighted in your presentation are available in different languages, be sure to let participants know.